Hi everybody, this is Laura. Just a few comments. I'm getting a few questions and remarks, comments, messages asking me if we're going to be hit by Nibiru, or are we going to get 3 days of darkness, are the poles going to tilt, all possible scenarios. Okay, I have actually never got any messages saying that it's going to be the end of the world type of scenario, so I really encourage people to stop listening to anything that depicts destruction, obliteration of this planet, okay? There's absolutely no basis to it, and some are totally invented by people with the intention of having us into a state of fear, which is quite a reptilian frame of mind, just lowering down the vibrations and keeping us into just, total panic. Some have been put out by some scientists, but it's back to around, in the 50s, in 1950 something, and since science has found out that none of the scenarios are going to happen, I would tend to agree. The other thing is also that we have, we have been protected from any outer space attack by negative ETs, by asteroids and so on and so forth, by galactic powers, by divine powers for a very long time. Okay, there's no reason that this is going to stop overnight. Absolutely none whatsoever. Okay, so just make sure you keep your, focus on positive events. We're moving into a new age, and it's really going to be quite wonderful. However, I think also the reason why we get all this negative, fear-mongering messages is because we do have the power of creation with our thoughts, our mind, our dreams, our breath, however we want to put it. And so if people think that this is going to happen, negative scenario is going to happen, well, we're going to create it. So I strongly encourage people to disregard any negative scenarios and do not believe in this, and to remember that we have the power of creation. So what we create is up to us, especially now coming, to the new age. So don't forget the law of attraction, that what you think, this is what you manifest as well, and all those sort of things. So I would really recommend that you stay centered within yourself and, connect with your higher self, whatever you can, and you will receive, messages from the higher states of consciousness, higher realms, about what is really going on, that there's no need to be in fear whatsoever. We're not alone in this vast universe. And yes, perhaps in the past there have been some miscalculation, and we have been hit by other planets, yes, Nibiru, whatever, Planet X, perhaps even other ones. And yes, there are planets that wander around the universe, where dwarfs, whatever, but usually they don't collide. I mean, it's really extreme, and I'm pretty sure that none of this is going to happen to us now. We do see stuff in the sky, and now there's no proof that these are genuine images, first of all, and if they are genuine images, don't forget that there's loads of space family that we have out there that have huge spaceships, and we have seen some of them around the sun, among other things. Those things are the size of a planet, and Aurora herself is that size. So yeah, we're bound to see them sometimes pop up from, in our skies, but that's okay. Nobody's going to collide. If these things we see in the sky are really planets, I mean, we will feel the pull and attraction by this stage, we'll really know all about it, but nothing like that is going to happen. So really, I would encourage people to trust that everything is going to be absolutely fine and absolutely wonderful, and remember that we actually do create, with our collective consciousness, our reality. And obviously we are strongly encouraged towards projecting negative outcomes by this information that's put out there, towards destruction and all that. So really disregard that and just don't bother even reading it. you know, make sure you connect with yourself, your higher self, connect to your inner light, your inner bodies, your higher bodies. Come back to your breath, your spine, you know, be here now. This is all that matters really. And even if it comes down to it, you know, the 3D world is just an extension of our higher forms, our higher selves. So sooner or later, perhaps, as all of us do in other, even other planets, we do decide to live this human body, which is like a costume if you want, you know, and we'll just leave it. Most of us do it consciously, especially when we ascend. So, you know, there's no need to fear even the worst case scenario, but although none of that is going to happen because that's not what's on the books for Earth, you know. So, okay, just wanted to say that, to put it out there, and we should be good. Okay, so be centered and be loved, be light, and remember, we create our reality. Okay, thank you very much.